we have our people over here. Okay. Hi, my name is Taylor Hoffman, and today I'm going to be presenting my persuasive speech. The Commonwealth Times, written by Ethan Kustos, wrote that the National Center for Education Statistics said that when adjusted for inflation, the cost for a public four-year institution increased 148% since 1970. Although the household income has increased only 48.6%. Today, we're going to be talking about the average cost of college attendance, the average amount of personal debt people have when they graduate from college, the college builds an educated community, and solutions to reduce the cost of college. With the cost of living increasing and the need for a degree to obtain a career, I strongly agree that the cost of attendance for college should be reduced. College is important because it opens opportunities for a wider range of careers. Now we're going to talk about the average cost of attendance. Many people are surprised when they are faced with the tuition and fees, as well as the housing, the books, the food, and the transportation that college throws at them. The average amount for tuition and fees is $9,429 to over $26,729. And that's only tuition and fees. It does not account for housing, food, books, or transportation. I know personally that my tuition and fees and the cost of college doubled by adding housing, books, food, and transportation. I also know multiple friends of mine that have not gone to college because the cost of attendance has been so high and they're afraid that they will not be able to pay for it. I often think, how is the cost going to affect me financially, and how college and the cost stresses me out because I'm scared, how am I going to pay for this, and how is it going to affect me financially in the future when buying a home, a car, or starting a family. Now that we've talked about the cost of attendance, we're going to talk about the average amount of debt when graduating college. The authors of University of the People said, on average, students in America graduate with debt that is more than $31,000. This puts a hold on buying a house, buying a car, and starting a family because they have to face the debt that their college has given them. Now that we've talked about the debt and the average cost of attendance, we're going to talk about how important it is to have an educated community. An uneducated community can be dangerous and ultimately frustrating. Having a college education opens you to a wider variety of career opportunities and securing a well-paying job. Also, people with degrees invest more into their local economy than people with just high school degrees. So having a college degree gives you more money to put back into the community and therefore bettering the economy. Now that we've talked about having an educated community, we're going to talk about, the authors of University of the People also wrote, a more educated public results in higher political participation. Now that we've talked about how it affects the economy, we're going to talk about solutions. There are wide ranges of ways to reduce the cost of college. One of them is by using textbooks and technology that they already have. If they redirect where they're already spending their money, they can reduce unnecessary spending. Also, students can reduce the amount of college that they're paying for by taking concurrent classes. If more people encourage them to take the classes, they will spend less time actually taking the classes in college since they did them before college. Students will also reduce the amount of college that they are paying for if there was more financial aid available federally and also within the college. Now that we've talked about the average cost of attendance of college, the average amount of debt that college gives students when they graduate, and how it affects the economy, having a college education, and solutions to fix that. Stand with me so more students can have the opportunity to build their lives without the stress of how they're going to pay for their education. Do you guys have any questions?
No.
Hey, okay.